Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on the time zone. Now today, the youth have already declared their interest to go on the streets to continue with the protest, and it's around 11:30. We are yet to see the presence of youth on the road. And I've been checking online. I'm not yet. I have not yet seen any group of youth on the road. But we have seen how Ruto has really this time around shown his fear through the deployment of heavy police officers across the country. Right now, the first thing started with was trying to deploy police officers who have barricaded actually access to Statehouse road heading to Statehouse. So there is heavy police presence in the city. Now, on your way to Statehouse, those are just police officers. Another contingent of heavy KDF officers have also been spotted along Langata Road in Nairobi. So now this one is military. Imagine in a country where people should be working, where we should be seeing business going on in the country, we have military all over in the city. You go to Nyayo Stadium, again, deployment of KDF. They are also there. So they are trying to make sure that all the key institutions and key buildings have been secured ahead of the protest. So the difference this time around is that we have KDF on the streets. Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. Subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Now, definitely, there are reasons why William Ruto has resorted to having a contingent of police officers, the military team, on our streets. First of all, in my view, I want to treat this one as a panic. Ruto is in a panic, and by the fact that he's using military on our street, it confirms that he's not safe. The first thing he started with was Statehouse. So he fear because youth had promised that this time round they are heading to Statehouse. Nowhere else. Their focus and target was Statehouse. Because you know, if youth can have the same access that they managed to have at the parliament building, if it happens in the Statehouse, it means Ruto has no any other business but to resign and go. So, for the fear of that, the first thing Ruto did very early in the morning was to make sure that there is enough deployment of officers manning the road to Statehouse. Therefore, accessing that key installation is not easy. Already they have secured that place. You go to Statehouse, huge presence of, armed police officers, very, very heavily armed. They are there. So it confirms this man is living in fear. Youth have become unpredictable. You cannot predict what they will do. For example, when they stormed the Statehouse, not Statehouse, Parliament, who was aware that that is going to happen? They never believed about that. And Gashaka told us that intelligence is compromised. NIS is not working. It's a shell. They would have informed the president earlier and they would have dropped the finance bill earlier. He just did it after very many Kenyans had died. So, definitely, he's trying to secure himself. That means he will not get out today. He will not get out. If he try, under very tight security. So he'll be there watching. Now you go across the country, especially Nairobi, CBD. You talk about the deployment at Nyayo Stadium and elsewhere. Presence of military. What is the meaning of that? He is actually militarizing the country. Military, then investment, do they go hand in hand? The army officers should be in the camp to wait when there is a problem, especially people intruding to the country. They should be securing our borders. I've been looking at what is happening in Nairobi. Then you try to refer on what has been happening in Baringo. Bandits have been attacking home, a whole village being, swept away. They kill, they take all the livestock. Where should this KDF? Inafaa wakuwe wanalinda wale ambao wanahangaishwa na majangili, ama Wakenya ambao wamekuja tu kuandamana kwa ajili ya hali ngumu ya maisha. Which place deserve the KDF? Is it Nairobi or Baringo? Rift Valley, they need KDF more than we need them in Nairobi. But Ruto is doing the opposite. For him, we care about himself. It is all about his power. So that's why we have them all over. You talk about the issue of investors. No country can attract investors when we have military all over the streets. When you militarize the country, you make investors to run away. Because who will be comfortable to go on the streets when the military are in charge? Hao wako na sheria zao tofauti sana. Hawasikizangi mtu yoyote. Once they have been given an order, they follow it until otherwise. So that's where we have reached, that in one way the president is confirming to the world that he has been unable to govern the country, and now he has to use excess force, seeking the help of the military. Imagine to govern the country. He has failed as a president. He comes out as the first president. Kulikuwa na wakati wa Kenyatta, kukawa na wakati wa Moi, kulikuwa na Kibaki, Uhuru Kenyatta amekuwa hapa. But William Ruto is the one now using the military to do the job made for the police. Hatutafika kiwango ya kwamba nasema military watoke wakuje kulinda nchi. But Ruto has decided it is military. So, definitely this kind of presence, it is also meant to threaten the youth. You just see the kind of machine they are using there. You look at it, then you just refrain from coming to the streets. So it's also a way of managing this protest so that no one will get to the street, because there will be fear that now we are no longer going to face police officers. With police, you will negotiate, you will talk. With this army, there is no negotiation, there is no talking. So because of that, you can see also that's why the youth have delayed to be on the streets. They're trying to maybe look for another way of doing this. But the reality is that Ruto is not safe. As long as we have to secure you through this kind of approach, it means you're not safe. So, your safety can only be guaranteed by these officers, not the people. But you are elected through a popular vote. It wasn't a coup. Yenye uliongoza kama ile watu wengine wanatumia kuja kwa uongozi. So he has lost the power from the people, and now he's using the military. I don't know for how long. So it is simple. He might manage the protest today, tomorrow, but what about the other day? The youth are still here. As long as they don't have jobs, as long as business is dying, as long as investors are going, protests will continue in this country. Ruto will never have peace in that state house. people are going to continue to express their anger in every means. So you might manage today, but not every day. That's the reality.